What is up, world? Welcome back, and we meet again on another Bronny James Jr. debate, conversation, whatever you guys may want to call this. LeBron James Jr., aka Bronny, obviously, guys, he could sneeze on the court and it's going to go viral. TMZ Sports, ESPN Center, anything that this young man does, obviously, he's under a microscope. Thanks to his father, right? We already remember the infamous tweet that LeBron James has since deleted. Man, Bronny definitely better than some of these cats I've been watching on League Pass today. Shit, lightweight, hilarious. Really, LeBron James, because Bronny James seems to be under a lot of pressure because of this exact statement that you've made. And if you're so, gung-ho and confident, why did you delete the tweet, brother? So, the Lakers fall to the Atlanta Hawks, a Trey Lance-less Atlanta Hawks. An Atlanta Hawks team that nobody really takes serious, but they kind of do play good basketball when it comes to playoffs or the tournament, the cup stuff. I don't know why. But Luka Doncic, JJ Redick were very frustrated with the team's effort and performance. And of course, guys, people have to find a positive and a negative any chance that they get. And this is where Bronny James is always going to be that positive and a negative. As a disclaimer, you guys know that I really do like Bronny James as a kid. I think that he's a true kid. I've read so many reports of Bronny James being, at first he was supposed to be this 3-and-D guy, fresh out of college, obviously averaging 4.2 points at USC, the USC Trojans. We know about the heart situation. Unfortunately, he should have stayed in college a bit more to develop. And at this point, guys, he still needs to be in the G League. If any sort of coach or owner of a franchise, I see this right away. I do see flashes and glimpses of Bronny James. I'm not going to take that from him. But the truth of the matter is, I just don't believe that Bronny is a true NBA prospect. And people shouldn't feel any way for saying this. People shouldn't be afraid to report, no matter who his father is, which is why I applaud Stephen A. Smith for still having somewhat of a backbone. But yeah, guys, Bronny James, who was this 3-and-D guy, and then once that didn't work, don't forget he was supposed to be 6'4". He's every bit of 6'1", 6 foot. Let's not forget he was supposed to be a defensive menace, a defensive terrorist, on that end of the ball, which we see a little effort, okay, but let's just be honest, guys, it's not his thing, right? He's super athletic. I think I saw him do an alley-oop the other day. Great kid, okay, but we have to stop the nut hugging, okay? We have to stop the glamour of a kid that does the bare minimum because he's doing the bare minimum, and you want to push and motivate him. My thing is, there are several players right now in the NBA that could use some motivation, some inspiration, but we skip right over them because he has whose last name, which is understandable. It's the only reason I'm making this video. I mean, if y'all want to talk about him, I might as well profit as well. You guys worship the ground LeBron James walks on, and like I told you guys, LeBron James is the reason that Bronny James is in this predicament. I mean, the guy can't do anything wrong or right without it catching the eyes of media people. But I've been noticing that Bronny James, he's been trying, but he keeps saying things like, I feel good about my conditioning. I feel good about, where I'm at. Like I'm constantly searching for my role on this team. See, let me tell you guys something. If you are a National Basketball Associated player, a professional, it won't take this long for us to see that. And this is why I have to call out these Bronny sexuals, and also the media who literally turn a blind eye. He'll have a game where it looks like, he's doing a little bit of nothing, but sometimes it's garbage time. Most of the time it's garbage time. And that is not how I want to judge Bronny James. I want to judge Bronny James as being an impactful player in a meaningful moment, meaningful minutes. Okay. And I have yet to this date seen that. So what am I missing here? Why are we being delusional, right? Why are we acting like this kid is box office or must watch TV? Because all it's doing is putting more pressure on him. And when I see Bronny James play, I feel like I'm starting to see a bit more confidence. You probably will see in the comment section. I'm starting to see a bit more confidence, but he still feels out of place. He makes statements saying that he's going to tire himself out until the very end. I love the effort, the camaraderie, the spirit. But you could also be on the court doing a whole bunch of nothing. And obviously, guys, since the Lakers are pretty much out on LeBron James, I suspect they will be out on Bronny James. As right now, especially LeBron James, this is a huge distraction in the Lakers' progress towards the future, which is why I don't think that LeBron James should even come back. That's another video. But Bronny James, man, we're going to get into some of these comments, guys. And it's wild to me how, Dalton Connect, who is a far more better player and prospect than Bronny James, gets no shine, gets no talk. But Bronny James gets everything. Literally gets everything, gets the Nike deal, this and that. And it's just crazy to me that, people want to live constantly in delusion versus just being straight up honest about what we're seeing here. Now, check this out, guys. NBA fans react to Bronny James's performance against those Atlanta trade Lanceless Hawks. And I say that tongue in cheek. Bronny hooping with confidence. Fire emoji. Because the moment that Bronny gives you any glimpse of athleticism, this is what people are going to do. Bronny James with the midi, unguardable. Really. Bronny James is unguardable? Y'all got to stop this shit. Hawks ain't missing. Let's just enjoy Bronny ball, which is kind of funny because at this point, they were putting the belt to the you-know-what. And Bronny James was out there looking okay, maybe because he was a bit more comfortable. I've seen reports where he's saying he's a bit more comfortable now. Whatever. Bronny deserves more minutes than Connect. A guy that's not the height, length, and has the offensive bag that Dalton Connect has. He deserves more. As if he wasn't getting all the attention after the draft over the Lakers' number 19th first-round draft pick, Dalton Connect. Was he 19 or 17? I can't remember. But come on, guys. Really. The delusion continues. Lakers getting fried, but Bronny just got a clip, so I'm walking out of here with something. And this is what they're doing to Shedeur Sanders, guys. It's like y'all are really handicapping them and making them seem like incapable of being a professional. I see you, Bronny. Bronny, a shot chucker. Bronny, yikes. Okay. Bronny is not the worst player in the NBA. At some point, guys, I do believe there was a narrative. I don't really know who's the worst player in the NBA. I know he was, when it comes to the 400-something players, I know he was down there. Quite, guys, quite a bit. Bronny minutes still looking good, at least, over Connect and Nick Smith Jr. What do y'all want to see from Bronny James in these meaningful or meaningless minutes that we haven't seen in the G League or preseason? What is new with Bronny James this season that we didn't see last year? I would probably say maybe he's settled in a bit more. What say you guys? Because I'm trying to see all this hype, right? All this hype. And I just don't see Bronny James having a career after this contract, especially if his dad leaves. Got to be JJ's worst game of the season via rotations and lineup choices. Do you really expect a lineup of Nick Smith, Bronny, Smart, Vando, Hayes to keep you in the game? Valid. Bronny is legit so much better than these cats in the NBA. Is this tongue in cheek off of the tweet that I just showed y'all? Y'all let me know what y'all are thinking on that one. So this is something that I touched to. Bronny James mentioned he's focused on going out, giving, an all-in effort, literally going out until I'm dead tired when he's on the court. Say he feels like his conditioning is way better compared to last season. And maybe that's the difference, okay? Like maybe the heart contingent disease or situation is getting a bit better. I just feel like as a 21, 22-year-old kid, for him to keep constantly talking about his condition, like, I don't want to say you smoke weed or something, but what is going on besides what we already know? But is that I feel like if it was that hazardous of a deal or that extreme, they wouldn't have cleared him during his physical. So I can't take the gloves off on this. I have to judge him accordingly. And based off the evidence, the highlights, the lowlights, I still don't see it with Bronny James. But hey, on against the Atlanta Hawks, maybe other teams or fans, maybe they do. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about Bronny James's performance since the start of the season. Do you guys see him in the long run here with or without Daddy, holding his hand? Y'all let me know, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Certainly helps your boy go a long way. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.